I'm Jakub. I'm finishing my master's studies here at the University of Vienna, and I'm working on a development of a novel microscopy methods here at the IMP. From the first physics lesson I had at the elementary school, I immediately started being interested in this topic and in this field, and I really liked my physics teacher at that time, and it was sort of love at first sight. And this love stayed with me for the rest of my life until now. At high school, it turned more into passion. Beside the school, I attended these competitions like a physics Olympiad, mathematics Olympiad, and so on. But in those competitions, those are more focused on the theory. You know, it's not really hands-on. It's about sitting and solving problems. And I'm not really a person which has this, we call it Sitzfleisch, you know, the ability to sit and do something. I was always kind of active person. And then there was this student professionals activities, which was kind of my first science project. And I immediately started enjoying it, and it was great because I could have done hands-on things, and that's something I enjoy till today, and that's also what I like about my work here. It was for a project where we were building a system to maintain sample in microscope in focus. This was my actually second project, which I did as this student professional activities, and then I saw that there is also opportunity to compete for this award, and then I signed in and I won it. Yeah. You know, I was working here for 2.5 years since I came here to Vienna, along with my master's studies, and I was assigned a project to actually develop a new microscope and build that. During my PhD, I will finish building this microscope, and then it will be about finding the right applications for the microscope and doing exciting experiments with that. For me, it was a big step because suddenly I left home and I needed to start take care of myself, and I think it was a good step.
You never regret it.
Exactly, I never regretted it, even though it wasn't easy. From the academic point of view, I need to say that here physics faculty offers much broader spectra of topics and subjects. You can specialize in, you know, there were things I didn't know that exist until I came here. And I think this is a really important thing, that you know that something exists. You don't need to be expert in it, you don't need to be familiar with the topic, but it's good at least to know that such a thing exists. For me, after the transition, there were a lot of those wow effects. But I need to say that as the faculty is big here compared to Institute, which was part of a faculty in Brno, at which I studied, the fact that the faculty is big means that it's much more anonymous. You know, there is not really a community like we had in Brno with my study mates. And I'm really grateful that I did this step and I'm here in Vienna, because the Faculty of Physics here offers incredible freedom. You know, I have a list of subjects and I can choose whatever I want from that list. So even if I wanted to combine two subjects which cover totally different topics, I can do that. Minflux as a microscopy technique is really a cutting-edge technique because it allows to observe dynamics in a living matter with nanometer precision in space and millisecond precision in time. Talk about my work, I'm explaining it on an example of a kinesin tracking experiment. You know, we have a molecular machine, molecular motor in our cells, which is called kinesin, and kinesin has two legs, you know, and it walks like this on the microtubule. What we are able to do, we are able to measure each step it does. You know, each step is 8 nanometers long. I don't like to compare it to human hair or whatsoever, but it's really, really small. It does like 100 steps every second, so it does the steps really like, and we are able to observe this with Minflux. This is something that really fascinates me, and that also drives me, the fact that we can help to make novel observations and to make new discoveries. We need to build the microscopes ourselves, because what we want is we want to have a total freedom when it comes to which optical element stands where in the path. We want to choose devices we use for various tasks in the microscopes, and to do that we need to build the whole optical setup by ourselves. And that means that we have a table which is 3 by 2 meters big, and it's covered with lenses, mirrors, crystals, and similar things. You need to know how to choose the right components. Then you need to know how to put them together. You need to be able to put them together. Then there is a third step where you need to control them all. You remember, as I told you, that this kinesin does 100 steps a second. You know, that means that you need to work on even lower time scales than it's 1/100th of a second to ensure all components are doing what you want. So you need to program it all, and then also as one uses it, it's nice to write a program which is at least somehow comfortable to use for the user. Python is a language which is pretty high level, and it's easy to learn and easy to use, so we use that for controlling most of our microscopes. When it comes to designing parts in CAD and 3D printing them, that's something I used to do before, but here at the Vienna Biocenter we have an excellent mechanical engineering center where we have skilled engineers, and we just roughly tell them what we need, what it's supposed to do, and they manufacture everything for us. And I really appreciate this service because it makes our lives much easier, and whatever they deliver works. We don't need to troubleshoot anything, we can just rely on that. Earlier, yes, this was a thing I pretty enjoyed to do, and I think it's a good part of a student experience, you know. Learn how to design a part and then use a 3D printer to manufacture it, because 3D printer, as far as I know, is probably the easiest and fastest way to manufacture something you designed. It's always really nice feeling, when you put together the parts and they start to work, and now you see, okay, that what you've created actually works. I was searching whether there is a union for students, and I didn't find any, and at that point I was like, okay, maybe I can establish one. And what I find as a biggest achievement is that the union works as a community. Like, the members of the union like to come to events. They create incredibly friendly atmosphere there, and this is really rewarding. In this regard, Vienna is a really amazing place, because you can sit on a train and in 2 hours you are in the Alps, and you can just hike there, you can just stay overnight at a hut. I think for me this is the only way to relax and really recharge. And I find it a bit sad that I need this to relax, or I cannot relax in other way, but then I always enjoy, if I leave the city and I go for the mountains. I think if you're already enthusiastic about science and what you want to do, then I think you should just follow your passion. What, in my experience, is really important is to find a good mentor, someone who will support you, someone who will teach you many things, because there are many things to be taught. And I'm really lucky to meet good mentors in my life. Also, I would like to encourage people to try to work on different topics, try to go to different places and experience on their own what it is to work somewhere else, and then using this experience they can better decide where do they want to go, what do they want to do, and it will help them to find the right thing for them. If we speak about science and about learning new things, I have a feeling, and also from interviews with my friends, that having a teacher who was not really according to your taste can people often disgust from learning new stuff in some field. Even though there may be other way which would be more suitable for them to learn something in this field. This was, for example, my case with the biology. I didn't like biology when I was at high school, and I never had a good grades in that. But I'm here, and I'm always fascinated by the work other research groups do here, and I'm really enjoying the opportunity to learn from them. And I would like to encourage people to be open to learn new things.